Let's talk about the new film Vulcanizadora, which is directed by Joel Patrikis, and this is a movie that I had been hearing so much about since last year when it premiered at Tribeca. Let's get into the review. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers, less than 400 to go, so super pumped to get to that. But this movie is directed by Joel Patrikis. I've never seen any of his films, and I hope I'm saying his name right as well. Patrikis. Hopefully I'm saying it right. But this film premiered at Tribeca Film Festival last year, and I heard so many great things. I saw the trailer for it a couple of months ago, and I was very intrigued by it. So when I got the opportunity to watch this movie, I had to jump on it. Two friends embark on a disturbing mission in the Michigan woods. As they trudge through the forest, their intentions become increasingly clear. When their plan ultimately unravels, one of the friends must return home to face the unsettling consequences of their actions, grappling with the legal and emotional repercussions that follow. The film stars Joel Patrikis and Joshua Burge in this one. So right off the bat, let me tell you, this movie is pretty bleak. It's pretty dark, and I will tell you, this movie is one of those that I had no clue what I was getting into. And as the movie progresses and as it goes, it really transforms into something that I had no clue was that it was going to be. And I really do and love this movie. I think that Joel Patrikis and Joshua Burge, who play the two main leads here, are great. The chemistry is undeniable. There's a lot in here to unpack, and it really is one of those movies that the more I sat with it and thought about it after, I truly loved it even more. I think Joel Patrikis here is an incredible director, first and foremost. I think the way he shoots the film and the way he positions his camera, the lenses and all of that, it really immerses you more into these two characters that are trying to deal with life, with what comes next, with themselves, with their surroundings, and just existential crisis is really what I got, or midlife crisis, and really portrayed well on the screen because you see these characters reeling and dealing with what life has handed to them and trying to figure out what comes next. And I think Joe Patrikis here as Derek really is exceptional. He has a moment where he is delivering this monologue, and it is just so emotionally charged, and you really do feel for this character that for the most part when the movie first started, you were just like saying, that's just a goofball of the group and all this, but he truly shows a lot of depth with this character of Derek, and I truly love that. Joshua Burge as Marty as well is incredibly well executed. He is this character that you are wondering about a lot, and when he finally gets that moment to shine, you truly see what this character has been sort of pushing down and repressing throughout. And that's what this movie really is about. It's a movie where you see these characters really express who they really are and sort of take the masks and the shields and everything away. Character study of sorts for these two characters that I think truly were really well done. It's very reflective, it's very dark, like I said, it's bleak, but at its core it is an emotional film, and I truly do recommend watching this, especially if you're a fan of indie work or Joel Patrikis' other work, which I haven't watched, but I've heard that this is kind of like a continuation of Bazard, where I think the same two characters are in. I think that you're really going to enjoy this one. But if you're not looking for a film that is, I would say, taking moments that are very dark, making them comedic at times, and also just feeling a sense of dread throughout, I think this movie might not be for you. It is filled with a lot of suspense in the beginning, I would say, and a lot of tension as you're wondering what exactly these two friends are plotting. Of course, you end up finding out what exactly that is, and then the film takes a different turn in its second half, where it is more of a coming to terms with, and sort of the actions that you chose to do now have these consequences, and you have to see how you're going to get over that, or do you ever get over that? And I think that the movie does work in both those ways, and each half feels different a lot, but I think both halves come together by the end of it the more you sit with this movie. So overall, like I said, I've been wanting to watch Vulcanizadora. It was a movie that was truly on the top of my list ever since it got announced at Tribeca, because I had been hearing so many great things, and then seeing the trailer a couple months later, I was definitely like, I'm going to watch this movie as soon as it comes out. I felt myself very pleased with what I saw from Joe Patrikis, and I'm excited to go into his filmography, and because I haven't seen any of his previous work, and also whatever he does next, I will definitely be ready to see as soon as it comes out. But let me know what you thought about Vulcanizadora, if you've watched it or not, or if you love any of Joel Patrikis' other work. As I said, very surprised, very happy with the movie, and I truly think it's such a profound film at its core. So very excited to talk more about it. We do have our full review as well on our website, www.culturalelixir.com, if you want to go read that as well, give a little bit more words as well. But as always, that's going to do it for us. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers, less than 400 to go. And I'll see all of you next time. Stay safe, stay positive.